What is going on YouTube? Is FlopFish here, and welcome back to the Carolina Hurricanes Be a GM series. Just gonna answer one of the more common questions from the first episode, which is I should have added Noah Hannafin and stuff like that. And like I addressed it early on, if I add him, I want to add in all of the top, like the first round college athletes and stuff like that, and even guys from last year that aren't in the game. And to do that would take a lot of time that I necessarily don't have right now, and actually make it easier for me anyway, so it's not like it's doing anything. So I think it is in the best interest for this in the series to actually leave him out. Again, I am working actually on a created player GM, which is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to showcase a little bit more of that, but without further ado, let's get underway and hop back into the GM mode. So I haven't made any trades yet, which is alright. We're just going to sim forward. So again, we are doing pretty well. We're staying second in the standings. Our team's flying on all cylinders. I think our best player is Jeff Skinner. I'm still kind of torn whether or not to kind of trade Eric Staal, because I do like having Eric Staal on the team, but you know, it'd be nice to not have him. All right, multiple players on Carolina are now eligible to be dressed. Cool. We got lots of players coming back from injury, it looks like. Maybe substitute. Oh, cool. So it only actually shows your centers in GM mode now. That's really cool. I actually really like that. Just like, oh, go here. Oh, I don't want this guy in my lineup. Well, I can put him in the lineup now. That's really cool. That's a cool update. I was kind of confused for half a second there. So we did get David Booth. Boychuk is there. He is 26. I think I want him over Terry. He's a little bit taller, probably a little bit quicker, and he's a little bit better. Yeah, he's a little bit better of a skater. So I think we're gonna end up actually scratching Terry. Unfortunately, so we're gonna scratch, gonna go in reverse order here and scratch Staal for Eric Staal, and we're going to scratch Victor Rask for where is he? Jordan Staal, and then we're going to swap Riley Nash out for he's in centers, Victor Rask, which is gonna be solid there. That gives us again two solid lines. What lines is Terry playing? He plays on offensive 3. Malone plays on PK, so I think we're gonna want Jay McClellan in there. So I'll sub him in, and then actually bump him up a line, and then we will go ahead and finish things off by putting in Malone back on left wing here. So there we go. That's a really cool feature actually. Oh, and we still have Riley Nash to add in too. So who do we take out for Riley Nash? Strazel? No, we take out Boychuk. So we do have a little bit of contingency right here, and we actually can get rid of Gerby now. So this is pretty solid. I like the shape of this team. We do have 3 solid lines. Defensively, let's see if we can add anyone defensively back in here. Just Michael Jordan. I don't really see a need to put him in. We got Lyles and Hainsey doing pretty well for us. Franzen and Wisniewski are doing well, and Falk and Murphy being our top pairing is rolling pretty good for us. So that's pretty solid. Eric Staal is fully recovered from the injury, and Brock McGinn, let's just go with best lines there. Hopefully it doesn't mess up all of my NHL lines, but it should be alright. Our team's pretty happy, which is good. Let's go to player morale here. So we're 23, 9, and 5. We're doing really well. I think it might be time to, you know, chase a guy and go after stuff. Everyone goes through rocky patches. Positive effect. Nice. So we are at 86 chemistry. That means our team's really going to be performing well. So that's always good. Also, another thing is people want to see half-hour videos, so that's what I will be doing. I will be doing half hours for GM. I'll try to do 1 half-hour episode a day or every second day or so, but it'll be fairly consistent. I'm aiming for like 5 episodes a week, so that'll be fun. It'll keep it entertained, and then it'll allow me to do more teams and allow you guys to kind of watch, and yeah, we'll go on from there. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's browse the trading block. It's been a couple weeks, so we'll go ahead and see if there's anything that has popped up, anyone that's upset with their team. And again, edit trading block. I still like our trading block with Jeff Skinner, or not Jeff Skinner, Eric Stahl, but if we are gonna go for the playoffs, you should probably pull him off. Cam Ward is gonna be interesting whether or not we keep him. Excuse me, I got a case of the yawns. I don't see anyone really major that we should pick up though so far. Ferdin, Ferentz is just depth. No one really majored there. I would like one of them because they're pretty solid prospects, but at the same time I don't want to give up a lot. I think Granton's would be a good pickup instead of Ward. Be a tough trade, so we'll have to see like what kind of role Ward has on the team before we make that trade, and that'll kind of be the deciding factor in that. So Sprong and him, no one major there. Again, Joel Ward is there. Patrick Marleau is there. They're both pretty good, but their contracts are up this year, so no real point in pushing for them. And Canucks probably still have the Sedins. I can't really afford them, so I'm going to pass on them. So I guess we'll have to go check what Cam Ward's morale is on the team, because it would be nice if we could kind of swing a deal that would get rid of him. So we'll have to see where he is. I think Lack is okay. Cam Ward, he's neutral. Alright, I just totally did the wrong thing there, but there we go. Player info, let's see what you got. So Ron Hainsey, low rocker, blah, 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 blah. I can't even pronounce stuff right. There we go. Low locker room chemistry with Ryan Murphy. That's pretty solid. That is actually really, really solid. So I'm definitely gonna like that because it'll bump up Ryan Murphy a little bit. We will lose a few players, but overall I think it'll be worth it. So again, if we just go, I wish you could just like toggle players in this, but I think they'll give Eddie Lack some start. So maybe we do get rid of Cam Ward. That's a tough one, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and you know, if the price is right on him, then we should get rid of him. So we'll go ahead and we'll see if anyone's actually interested in. I do like Ranta, so we'll actually try to get rid of him, and we'll see how players are progressing. But again, if we get rid of Ryan, him and Ryan Murphy actually bumps up, and he's actually gone up in trade value, which is nice. We'll see if there's any team that desperately wants Cam Ward. Doesn't look like it. So it looks like no teams actually are interested in Cam Ward. Because I do want Ranta from the Islanders, or not Islanders, Rangers. Because they're looking at giving him away. I think if we get Ranta in exchange for... We could get like a third round pick. Can we do that? No, that's too low. We could get Ranta for a straight up third here. We could get it for the Winnipeg third. We'd have too many goalies though, so we would have to give them a goalie back. So let's see if there's a goalie matching the block. No, there's not. Crap. So we do have to get rid of Cam Ward. Unfortunately, there's no team super interested in him. But let's go ahead and let's update the trading block, and we'll edit the trading block. We'll remove actually Eric Stahl off of it. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to, should we put a prospect on? It's tempting to put a prospect on, but I don't know if it's worth it right now. Because we could upgrade to a top guy, but we'll have to see. Guy I wouldn't mind getting a couple upgrades. Maybe if there's interest in Gerby, because he is not playing in his role, so we'll do that. Want right now 30. We can bump this up. We can bump the age up a little bit. So we'll bump the age up to like 33. we're really just interested, as much as I like defensemen, we're really just interested in forwards because we do have a solid team. So, solid. All right, I like this. We'll see if we can actually, you know, get a couple trades brewing here. Maybe the update will help us get a couple little trades there on the trade block. So, yeah, updating that trade block should be pretty good for us. We'll see how the team performs again. Drew McIntyre has gained morale because of recent roster moves. Gerby has gained from recovering injury. That's good. 5-2 win. We're winning pretty well here, so that's good. And then we go and get a couple losses, but big 8-1 victory. We're not a team that I expect to like really score a lot of goals with, but I'll take it. All right, so we scouted the AHL, or not AHL, WHL. Why do I keep on saying AHL instead of WHL? I'm gonna get some forwards again. I think scouting forwards is probably the best bet. 4-3 loss. Decline that. Oh crap! I just hit dismiss and never show again. Oops. That is not good. So we'll have to sim like every 2 weeks and pop that up. We'll see if I can actually set that in the league settings right here. Let's see. Meeting notification on. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. That way I just make sure I don't go too long without doing anything major here. So it looks like we're still got a good top 6 here. And from there, let's see, morale, we're doing really well morale wise. This ice time is distracting. You have to prove it. Come on, buddy. It doesn't change how we do our job. No effect. Nice. That's solid. Well, we'll look at Riley Nash's spot on the team. I think he's on second or third line. Oh no, he's just straight up scratched. I didn't mean to scratch him. Who do we get rid of for him? I guess Terry? Because he's a left winger. Yeah, let's get rid of Terry for him. And then we will actually bump him up a line. Because he has been playing pretty solid for us, so. Actually, you know what? Nah, we'll keep him on the 4th line. Because he's got top 9. He's got bottom 6 potential. He's a little bit younger. And I think I'm going to stick with that. I think Booth. I want to keep Booth there, so that's pretty solid. We'll do that. And let's go to the calendar here. And actually, let's go check our stats quickly. Haven't checked our stats in a little bit. There we go. So Skinner with 44 points. He's just lighting up the lamp for us. Jeez, holy cow. Jonathan Blum's only played 1 game for us, but he is going to serve a purpose. Jeff Skinner's at a point per game. Eric Stahl's over a point per game. Wow, we're doing really well offensively. Franson Fallon has a goal. Bergenheim, again, just steady back there. Gerby's doing well point total wise. Maybe I could bump him up a couple lines. Terry's doing well. Who else? Victor Rask is doing well. Nestrazel's alright. Riley Nash is actually, you know what, he's a guy that I should look at putting in a little bit higher. Malone's doing really well in the spot I have him in. Hainsey's, you know, doing about what you can expect. Ryan Murphy, he could get some more points for me. I hope he does. So we'll have to check and see, but let's check this team stats and kind of where we're sitting here. So we're sitting pretty still in 2nd spot in the division, which looks like we're actually going to be fairly high up, probably top 5. So we're in 3rd in the Eastern Conference, which is good, but unfortunately that means we're going to be facing the 2nd place team in the division right now, unless we make a big push, because we're a win behind, so we'd be facing actually the Islanders right now. And that's not exactly an ideal matchup right there, because they are a pretty strong team. So let's go ahead, and I just want to quickly browse through, see if there's any obscurities on the trading block here with players that want to go. Morale. There we go. Santorelli's still upset, so we could get him for pretty cheap, but again, I don't think that really helps us at all. Morale. Let's sort again. Oh wow, it actually stays sorted by morale now. Nice. So they did fix that in the newest patch too, which is awesome. Seth Griffith and Kevin Hayes are both, or Jimmy Hayes, are both guys who are kind of a little bit upset there. 3 years left at, that's a reasonable price. I know I talked about acquiring him last time, but it actually might be a real thing this time because he is pretty cheap. So Matt Calvert, how old is he again? If he's like 26, yeah, he's not really worth going after because again he is 26. Calgary, England and Juris. So no one really major there. No one major off of the Chicago Blackhawks there. Colorado. Guinan, not really worth going out and inquiring. Oleksiak. Oleksiak might be a guy worth going out and inquiring. He's 23. He's got top 6 potential. Might come a little bit cheaper here. So might be worth it. Might be worth it. We'll have to check. Because he is upset, which means his trade value might actually be a little bit easier to get, and if we can get him up to like a 79, it'd be pretty good. It'd be actually really good early on, so that might be a good idea here. Riley Smith still is slightly unhappy. He's got that top 9 potential. Definitely a guy worth keeping an eye on morale-wise. Braden McNabb, again, another guy. I think he's probably a little bit, yeah, he's a little bit older, a little bit higher overall than whatchamacallit, Oleksiak. So that's actually going to be okay for us. We'll have to see though either way. Montreal's looking to get rid of a lot of players. Holy cow. No one major there from New Jersey. Nashville's got no one major. Islanders. Justin Bailey. He's not super happy. He's 26. He's an 80 overall. I think we could probably get him up to an 82 pretty quickly, which is good, but again, it really doesn't help us a ton. It gives us good depth, but nothing else really. That's the tough part, is because if we start putting all these guys on like 3rd and 4th lines, they're going to get unhappy, and we're going to have to actually trade them away, which isn't good. Sam Gagner's not very happy, and you know, he's got medium potential, top 6, 80 overall. He'd give us the center depth we need, because right now Jay McLennan is our 3rd line center. He's doing well in that role, but I do think we need a little bit more scoring. So maybe Sam Gagner. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Glenn Denny's got really good potential, and he's pretty unhappy at a 78. I mean, he's not like super unhappy, but he's not like ticked off. So, or he's not super unhappy, but he's not like happy. So that's, yeah, he's just neutral. That's the word I'm looking for right there. Tampa, no one. Tampa has Mark Streit now. That's interesting. No one off Toronto. Vancouver. No one off Vancouver and Winnipeg. We have Washington after Harrison. So it's really only Hayes, and even then, that's really not a big deal. So no one's interested in Cam Ward, which would be interesting. Riley Nash is a guy who I don't want to get rid of. He's a guy who I can actually throw in on that 3rd line role, and teams would like him. So let's put in goalies and Cam Ward. Let's see if a team's interested in Cam Ward. If we can get a team interested in Cam Ward, then I think we actually go ahead and trade him away. I do want to get rid of him, just because I think it would be a smart move with 1 year left. But I mean, we'll look at the numbers between him and Lack, and if him and Lack are fairly equal, then yeah, we should get some value for him. But other than that, you know, nothing major. Nothing major should really be done to him because he's still playing well. So Skinner, doing really well. Falk's doing really well. All skaters, goalies, there we go. So he's getting the majority of the start. So they're actually splitting them, and Max actually got the better stats between the two of them by quite a bit actually. So I think it'd be worth actually trading away Cam Ward here soon and bringing in Ranta. So that'll be tough. Let's sim 1 week here, and we'll see if we can get any teams interested in Cam Ward, because I think it would benefit us just slightly. So let's see, TJ Hensick. Let's edit the AHL lines quickly because I do want to make sure Tolchinsky is pretty high up here. So, and again, we'll just put Tolchinsky in here. I really want Tolchinsky playing as much as we can. So just because that way we can actually grow him, and I think he's a guy I do want to grow quickly, so having him kind of in that AHL room is gonna be good. All right, so we're still in kind of that same scenario here. We got a really happy team. It sucked to break up the locker room here, but team's been performing well. I agree, things to be going nicely for us. That's solid. As far as players who are actually bumped, there's a lot of players who are bumped. Cam Ward is not one of them. Let's see who Jeff Skinner's friends are. Jordan Stahl, no one there. Justin Falk, no one there. Eric Stahl, if Cam Ward's not on here, oof. So Cam Ward's really the only guy there, with both Wiz and Eric Stahl. So that'd be a tough loss to get rid of both of them, but we'll see. So Lack likes where he is. Bergenheim also with Cam Ward there. Let's see. Because McClement really has no one with high locker room chemistry. So he's a guy who I could trade away if his value is decent enough. I mean, he's happy where he is though, which is good. He's a guy I can keep on to, but at the same time, he's not a guy that I necessarily have. Ron Hainsey doesn't like Ryan Murphy or Victor Rask, but he likes Cam Ward. Maybe he's someone we should look at trading away, because if he doesn't have good chemistry with a couple players, then probably not a good thing. Lyles. Streisel likes Cam Ward. There's a lot of players that do like Cam Ward, which is tough. There's not a lot that like Eddie Lack. Oof, that's really tough. We'll have to see though. We would have to see. Let's quickly scroll through the trading block. Actually, you know what? Let's just propose the trade again. Best way to do this again, proposing trades is actually really nice, because we can just put in a goalie and we can actually view their trading block on the side, see if there's anyone worth trading for. So there's first round picks, no one major. Zykov is someone who I do have ISID on him. First round picks, Joel Ward, Patrick Marlowe. Maybe we'll see if, who does San Jose have for a goalie? We have Martin Jones, who's like a fringe starter. He's pretty happy. They have cap space. Maybe we can swing a deal in which we bring in like one of these guys for him. I'd say between the two, we have Jordan Stahl, so I think Patty Marlowe, and then bump Sean Bergenheim down to the third line, which isn't horrible. It is a win more trade, so he does play on the second line though, and we are giving them lots. Oh wow, they actually are interested in Cam Ward. Alright, maybe I was just seeing stuff and they weren't. Or maybe it's just a bug. Alright, so it looks like it's just a bug actually. That teams might not be interested in them. So we just have to kind of put something down and see if they are. That kind of sucks. Meet their trade block requirements. Let's go goalies matching block actually. That would probably show it. Goalies matching block. No data to display. There we go. That's a little bit better. So they are interested in Cam Ward. That's going to be the best way to go about this. I have a feeling. So skaters matching block. Absolutely no one. Alright, so Cam Ward. Goalies matching block. No one there. Calgary. No one there. Chicago doesn't want him. Colorado. They don't want him. We do have a lot of potential in our two goalies here, so maybe we actually can get rid of one of them. I mean, the rights for him are going to be worth a lot, so it might be worth getting rid of for some depth if we can. We'll see if Dallas is interested in them. Nope. Detroit, not interested. Edmonton, not in. Edmonton is interested. All right. So they're interested in Cam Ward. I wonder what we can pry out of Edmonton for Cam Ward. Because I do want a kind of a good player. So David's an 86 overall. That's really good. Yakupov's actually an 87. That's super strong for him. Maybe we can pry. I want a forward. Ideally I'd want a forward, but it doesn't look like I'll actually get one. So I'd have to give up a lot to get a player like Taylor Hall, but I don't even want a player like Taylor Hall because I do have Jeff Skinner in there. So I want that elite right winger because that way I can kind of bump things down a little bit and kind of get things moving. So again, Luongo's actually on the trading block. They are interested in Cam Ward. Let's see what else Florida has. Do they have a good right winger? They have Huberdeau, but I don't really want to run him on the right wing. We can pick up Yager for the trade deadline, or not for the trade deadline, but for the rest of the year. So that's not bad. Because again, I think Elias Lindholm, if we put him onto the second line, it's actually going to be pretty solid. No one interested there. Montreal, not interested. New Jersey is interested, which is kind of weird with Corey Schneider there. Do they have any good right wingers though? I don't think they will. Yeah, no, they don't. They just pretty much have Pavel Zacha, and that's about it. I don't think Nashville's going to be interested. Goalies matching block here. And no one's actually matching the block. Islanders want Cam Ward, so this might be where we get a deal done. I think the Islanders have a right winger that I want. Well, it is Okposo, so that would cost a lot to get Okposo in, and they're not really looking to get rid of him. Be tough, but it's doable. Rangers, goalies matching block. I doubt he is. We'll see though. Yeah, no one's matching their block. Senators, not interested. Flyers should be interested. Flyers are interested, so that's good. All skaters. They do have some right wingers that I am interested in. Bringing in Jakub Voracek would be pretty good. It'd take a lot to get him, obviously, but it could work out well for our team if we do. It could work out pretty well. Either him or Simmons, but that's a lot of stuff we do have to give up for Voracek, and he is signed for a long time, so might not be in our best interests. I think they're interested. Yeah, the Penguins are actually interested in Cam Ward and Eddie Lack, so maybe we could make a deal here either way. Dylan Sprong's a guy who I do want. I'm not gonna lie, I do want him. Same with actually Patrick Hornquist. He's a top 6 forward. He's got good stats. He would be on the first line there. That wouldn't be too bad actually, going and getting out Hornquist there. What's their trade value? Hornquist is a little bit higher, so we'd have to add to that. Not really looking to add a ton. I think is San Jose interested in Lack or Ward? Yes, they actually are interested in Cam Ward. And they do have Marlowe, who I could throw onto the right wing, and if we're looking to win in the playoffs, that might not be a bad pickup, but we could pick up Hurdle probably for him and do just as well. So that might be a better trade for us, is actually picking up Hurdle. Let's see their trade value. Yeah, their trade value is actually pretty even. We can eat some salary on Ward to make it work. That might not be bad, you know. We can move him over to the right wing. What's his stats like? I think he's solid. 22 years old. He can play the right wing for us if needed. It gives us. He's a sniper. No, he should be. Yeah, he's a sniper. That makes things a little bit interesting because I kind of want a playmaker or two-way forward to play along with Skinner there. So St. Louis is interested. I wonder if we could swing like a ridiculously big trade for Tarasenko, but that'd be a big trade. Maybe Jaden Schwartz too. 87 overall. He's only 23. He's got decent trade value there. Patrick Berglund's another guy. Ty Ratty's another guy as well. Let's compare the trade value of Schwartz to Ward. So we would have to actually add in here. Let's see if there's anything that is matching their block skater-wise that we could get rid of. I think we'd get rid of Hainsey if we could too. But other than that, yeah, no one's really matching that. So we would have to add to that. It would cost us a little bit to kind of give him up. But Tampa is not interested. They're interested in actually Byzantine, which might not be horrible. Toronto is interested. We'll just go through and see if every other teams. Vancouver is interested. Winnipeg is interested. And Washington isn't. So we'll start off with Winnipeg here and work our way backwards. because I think getting that right winger in is going to be pretty good for us. Kosmachuk, not really who we want to bring in. Either's it's in the CHL though. Not sure I'd like that because I couldn't play him this year. I want someone who will make that immediate impact. Vancouver, on the right wing, we do have Verbata, which isn't horrible. We do have Yannick Hansen, which doesn't really do much for me. I'll have to go look at Toronto here. So JVR is a reasonable possibility here. Our second line center is Jordan Stahl. Well, there's some tough decisions here. I honestly think one of our best bets is actually trying to get Hurdle from San Jose. So maybe we'll just try that trade out, see if we can make it work, because I think that would be beneficial to us, and I know it would be beneficial to them too. Trade value is pretty even. We'll actually eat up some salary here. So eat up about, that's fairly solid, so they're still actually over the cap, so I gotta like up this by like another, I'll just go with like 47%. We still gotta eat up more salary. So we're eating up half of his contract, and we're actually still not getting enough return back. Or they're just slightly over the cap. So we would have to take some salary back from them too. So maybe we can pick up like a low-end player here who they're interested in giving away. Skaters matching block, Joel Ward. So we'll take back some salary. Cam Ward. I think we will actually decrease the cap hit there, and we'll see if there's any skaters that we actually have interested to them, or any goalies actually, because we do have a few young goalies. Maybe we can give him Callum Booth here, or is that gonna be too much? Let's try this out. It's not a bad trade. So it's just a little bit off. Callum Booth makes this like really in our favor. I honestly think if we trade Callum Booth, we should be able to get something else back, like a first round pick or something. Or a second. That is fairly even. A second, Joel Ward, Hurdle for Callum Booth and Cam Ward. Value's a little bit too low for them. So they don't want to get rid of Hurdle. So we'll see if there's anything else they do want to get rid of. I mean, if we could get in like a third round pick or something like that, or a fourth round pick or something like that, that'd be awesome for us. But I think we just take the San Jose fourth here and call it a day. Because they don't want to get rid of their third next year, unless there's like future years that they really want to get rid of. No, they don't. Trade value wise, we could probably pick up a couple, like a fourth, and let's take their seventh. So we get a few draft picks, and let's see if we can get a third draft pick here. So we get 2 sevenths in the fourth in exchange. So roster moves that would have to, so we'd have to call up McIntyre, send down Jordan and Boychuk, which is alright. So the trade's going to go through, so I think we do take this trade. Okay. So we got Callum Booth. We got rid of Callum Booth and Cam Ward in exchange for Hurdle, Joel Ward, and a few draft picks. So this is going to be interesting to see how the team's going to work out. So we're going to have to go to roster moves here, and we do want to pick up Ranta now. I think we do want to pick up Ranta. Go back. Auto fix rosters here. And then we do actually want to go to, or not Tampa, the Rangers here. Rangers, and we'll actually pick up Ranta here, because he's going to actually match our block perfectly. And we'll pick up Ranta in exchange for, are they interested in like any draft picks here? Can we just do the third straight up? Carolina would have more than 50 players, so we do have to give him a player back. Skaters matching block. Maybe we get rid of Ron Hainsey too, because he does seem to have that low locker room chemistry. Trade is league approved for whatever reason. Does have that low locker room chemistry, and that can actually let us go and get someone else. Based on what we offered, so Ranta would require a little bit more. Alright, let's throw in another draft pick. Let's throw in like a 7th round. We acquired a few 7s, so we could probably throw in like Pittsburgh 7th round here. Because like when you compare these two, they're fairly even, and it looks like they might want a goalie back actually. Maybe they want a goalie back. Who knows? We'll see. We'll give them like Byzantine and Hainsey. They'd have extra players in the organization here. Byzantine and a 3rd. That might be a little bit too much value, but you know what? Byzantine and our 3rd for Ranta. That is solid. I will take that. So we got Ranta for Byzantine and a 3rd round pick. That's solid by me because we do get a little bit of a better roster here. And let's go ahead and go assistant coach best roster. And so now we do have some interesting situations here. So we do have a lot of player meetings here. Our chemistry dropped quite a bit, but it's at 82, which is nice. It's actually very nice that it only dropped to 82. So we'll have to go ahead and we'll edit all the lines up here, and I think that's going to be the end of the video. Actually, what I'll do is I'll end the video here, and I'll edit the lines afterwards, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, take it easy, and I'll catch you guys on the flop side.